In your higher secondary English examination, you have to ask 5 broad questions. 2 from the prose section, 2 from the poetry section and 1 from the play or the drama section. Now, I told you in the previous video that in order to get a good marks in the English examination, it is very important to choose the questions wisely. So if you haven't watched my last video, you can click the card here and see it. And I told you that I would do an in-depth discussion how to choose the correct broad question which will fetch you good grades. Hello and welcome to my channel English with PK. Here I teach English mainly to the students of Bengali medium. I teach question and answers, grammars, compositions and other common things that concerns the improvement of English language. So if you are here for the first time, if you are a student or if your friend or son or daughter is a student, it is a good idea to watch my videos, and it will be a very good idea to subscribe if you think these contents are for you. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Well, প্রথমেই একটা কথা মনে রাখতে হবে যে সাবজেক্টকে ভালোবাসা আর পরীক্ষায় নাম্বার পাওয়া both are different. You may love the subject English very much, you may love one particular text very much, it is one of your most favorite texts, but in the hall of the examination it is a different ball game. Why? Because maybe the question the text which is your most favorite does not yield a good answer, or maybe the text which you have prepared very well from that particular text a chunk answer type question has come. So সেই জায়গায় দাঁড়িয়ে তোমাকে কিন্তু you have to decide very wisely, instantly, that I have to opt this question out, because you see, loving a text is not going to get you good grades in the examination. Now, how to get good grades? I told you in my previous video, the link of which you can find in the description box below, that it is better to go for the part marking type questions in the examination hall rather than the chunk answer type questions. Now, what do you mean by a part marking type question and a chunk answer type questions? Well, the 6 questions you have to answer in your HS, all of them carry 6 marks. Now, 6 marks is a subjective thing, or it's not a huge mark, but it is some amount of marks. And I told you in literature, however good you write, you are not going to get 6 out of 6 in an answer which requires some kinds of skill, some kinds of elaborate answer, or some kinds of answer which needs your aesthetic সেন্স। মানে এই ব্যাপারগুলোর মানে কি, মানে ধরো তুমি একটা কোয়েশ্চেন অ্যাটেম্প্ট করছো, লেট আস ডিসকাস ইট উইথ সাম এক্সাম্পলস হুইচ উইল মেক দিস থিং রাদার ইজিয়ার। পার্ট মার্কিং কোয়েশ্চেন হচ্ছে যেখানে that 6 mark question is divided into some parts, maybe 1 plus 2 plus 3, or maybe 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3, or maybe 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, whatever. The more the parts, the more the marks, the more the possibility of bringing the marks home. Why? কেন? কারণ দেখো, তুমি একটা 6 নম্বরের আনসার লিখছো, একটা আনসার টোটালটা 6 নাম্বার, আর ওই 6 নম্বরের মধ্যেই তুমি এক একটা আনসার লিখছো, সেটা 1 নম্বরের বা 2 নম্বরের বা 3 নম্বরের। You tell me which one is easier, in which one it is easier for you to go for the answer which is damn right, which does not have any alternative. So that is why I say attempting part marking question over the chunk answer type question is always better. Well, now let us discuss it with a question. Let us take up a chunk answer type question first from the drama proposals. Lomov came with a proposal to marry Natalia Stepanova. What logic does he give for his decision? One question carrying 6 marks. Now the question is, what logic does Lomov give for his decision? For his decision of proposing Natalia. Now there is only one answer to this question, and you have to discuss it in detail. You have to give various points like why Shubukov wants to marry. Number one, he likes Natalia Stepanova, but that is not the only reason. He has some other reasons like he thinks that Natalia Stepanova is a good housekeeper, she is intelligent, and on the other hand he thinks that he is getting older and it is just the right age for him to get married, and so on and so forth. But you see, এই সমস্ত পয়েন্ট তোমাকে বলতে হবে। এবার তুমি যখন এই পয়েন্টগুলো একসাথে ইলাবোরেটলি বলছো, তুমি বলতেই পারো যে স্যার আমি তো সব পয়েন্ট বলেছি, তো why am I not getting the full marks? Now see, there is a difference. Yes, তুমি সব পয়েন্ট বলেছো, আমি আরেকজন এক্সামিনি, আমিও পরীক্ষার্থী, আমিও সব পয়েন্ট বলেছি, বাট ইউ আর গেটিং মোর মার্কস দ্যান আই। কেন? ধরা যাক আমি ঠিক যেভাবে বললাম সেভাবেই আমি লিখেছি, বাট দেয়ার মে বি আ বেটার ওয়ে, more aesthetic way of writing the same points. কারণ যেখানেই তুমি একটা এলাবোরেট আনসার লিখতে যাবে, আমি বলতে পারি যে আকাশটা খুব লাল ছিল, এটা একটা অ্যাবস্ট্রাক্ট থিং। তুমি বললে আকাশটা যেন রক্তমাখা আবির ছড়িয়ে দিয়েছে আকাশটায়। কোনটা ভালো? বাট কোনটা ভালো আমি বলতে পারবো না। আমার কাছে হয়তো আমারটা ভালো লাগছে, অন্য কারোর কাছে হয়তো তোমারটা ভালো লাগছে, আবার থার্ড কারোর কাছে হয়তো আমারটা ভালো লাগছে। সো যখনই তুমি একটা কোয়েশ্চেন লিখতে যাবে যেখানে এই ভালো লাগালাগির ব্যাপারটা চলে আসবে, তখনই কিন্তু সেখানে নাম্বারেরও গন্ডগোল চলে আসবে। ইউ আর নট গোয়িং টু গেট 6 out of 6 in those type of questions. Now let us come to a question which is partly marked from the same drama proposal. There is a question, why are you so formal in your get-up, within quote? And then the first question, who is the speaker? The next question, who is being spoken to? And then the third question is, what led the speaker to make this comment? So the first question and the second question, both of them carry 1 mark each, and the third one carries 4 marks. So evidently in this question, among 6 marks, you are securing 2 marks very safely. কি করে? Why are you so formal in your get-up? The first question says, who is the speaker? Of course, you know, Shubukov is the speaker. And if you write Shubukov is the speaker, Shubukov says this line is spoken by Shubukov, whatever you write, in which way, what I just told you before, in whichever way you prefer, if it is grammatically correct, and even if it is not grammatically correct, if there is the content of the question, you are going to be awarded with 1 full marks. Nobody is going to deduct it, I can guarantee. And the second question, who is being spoken to? Lomov. If you only write Lomov also in your higher secondary examination, you are going to get full marks. So in 6 marks, 2 marks is already secured, and for the rest 4, what led the speaker to make this comment, then you are again attempting to answer in that 4 marks. Now out of this 4, you may get 3, you may get 2, you may get 1, whatever you get. In 6, 2 marks is already sitting there in the corner smiling at you, that yes, we are there for you, we are going to be added with your other marks. So there you go, there you go. Part marking type question is obviously going to get you good grades. এইবার যেটা আমরা করব, আরো ডেপথে ঢুকবো। আমি এটা ক্লাসে প্রায়ই বলে থাকি, এটা সম্পূর্ণ ইউ ক্যান সে ইট ইজ কমপ্লিটলি মাই পারসেপশন অফ সিইং দিস। আমি যেটা বলি যে পার্ট মার্কিং কোয়েশ্চেনকেও আবার দুভাগে ভাগ করা যায়, পার্ট মার্কিং কোয়েশ্চেনকেও দুভাগে ভাগ করা যায়। আমি সেটার নাম দিয়েছি, ওয়ান ইজ থিম্যাটিক অ্যান্ড দি আদার ইজ ইনফরমেটিভ। নাও হোয়াট ডু ইউ মিন বাই থিম্যাটিক অ্যান্ড ইনফরমেটিভ? পার্ট মার্কিং কোয়েশ্চেনেরও মধ্যে দেখবে পার্টগুলোও আবার বেশি পার্ট কম পার্ট এইরকম ব্যাপার থাকে, যে মেবি দেয়ার ইজ আ কোয়েশ্চেন which contains 6 marks, there is the parts are like 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 maybe, or maybe there may be a question, there is a question 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. তো তুমি দেখো যে ছোট ছোট পার্ট বেশি, আবার এগুলোতে শর্টার পার্টস, আর এরকম টাইপেরও কোয়েশ্চেন থাকতে পারে, ধরো যে যেখানে ইট ইজ আ পার্ট মার্কিং কোয়েশ্চেন বাট দ্য পার্টস আর লাইক 3 plus 3 or 4 plus 2 or 1 plus 5. নাও তোমাকে বুঝতে হবে যে পার্ট মার্কিং টাইপ কোয়েশ্চেনেরও পার্ট মার্কিং কোয়েশ্চেন হলেও সেটা হয়তো খানিকটা চাঙ্ক আনসারের দিকে চলে যাচ্ছে, বিকজ 3-mark question can as well be set for a descriptive type answer or an answer which demands some kind of explanation or your conceptual understanding or these things. ঠিক আছে? তো আমার বক্তব্য হচ্ছে যে সেই সমস্ত প্রশ্ন, যে প্রশ্নগুলো কিনা তোমার কনসেপ্টকে question করে, that questions your concept, your understanding of the text and your explanation, it is the thematic question. On the other hand, সেই ধরনের প্রশ্নগুলো যেগুলোতে ধরো তোমার বোঝার কোনো ব্যাপার নেই, they just demand some kind of information, that who said this, when did it happen, or what was the occasion, or maybe there is a marks may be more, but you have to provide, what you have to provide is only information. খুব সোজা কথায় বলতে গেলে ধরতে পারো যে the questions which begin with why দিয়ে যে কোয়েশ্চেনগুলো শুরু হচ্ছে, they demand basically type of answers which are based on your, or which questions your intellect, or which questions your understanding. And the questions which begin with how or when or what, they demand information. বেশ, কোয়েশ্চেন নিয়ে দেখা যাক যে ব্যাপারটা ঠিক কীরকম হতে পারে। লেট আস ডিসকাস ইট with an example. There is a question from sonnet number 18. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? But thy eternal summer shall not fade. But thy eternal summer shall not fade. Who is being referred to as thy? 1. Of course, you are going to get marks. What is meant by eternal summer? Of course, the friend's beauty is going to is meant by the eternal summer. But the next question, my intention is to put before you the next question, which contains 4 marks. Why shall not thy eternal summer fade? Why shall not thy eternal summer fade? Which contains 4 marks. Now, of course, you can delineate, you can substantiate why shall not his beauty fade, because his beauty is that, it is going to be preserved by the poet, or whatever. But try to understand that by writing answer to this question, you are not going to satisfy the examiner 100%. mind it, 100%. You can of course satisfy the examiner. You can write very well. I am not questioning your skills of writing in English. You can write it better than me. But my point is, you have to understand that it is a thematic question. It asks why. Why shall not thy eternal summer fade? There may be a tons of explanations explained by the critics, explained by the teachers, explained by the playwrights or whomsoever, and you just can't say that, well, this is the exact answer or this is the answer, your answer, nobody can say better than me. Though it is a part marked question, the last part, for the first thing you have 4 marks, which is as good as a chunk answer type question, and for the second thing, it is a thematic type question. Better to avoid this type of question in my opinion. So which type of question will you choose then? Well, I will give you another example. Yes, here you have a very good example of an informative type question. It is from The Eyes Have It by Ruskin Bond. The girl got up and began to collect her things, within quote. Who is the girl? When did she get up? Why did she get up to collect her things? Though it is a why, it has a direct answer. Why did she get up to collect her things? Because she is going to get down. And the last question, which has 3 marks, what had the speaker thought about the brief encounter he had with the girl? What had the speaker thought about the brief encounter he had with the girl? সে কি ভেবেছিল, স্পিকার কি ভেবেছিল? কি ভেবেছিল? যে ভেবেছিল যে মেবি ওর কাছে যেটা maybe a fleeting moment to the girl, it is going to last with him forever, or at least for the rest of the journey. As simple as that. এটাই সে ভেবেছিল, এর বাইরে কিছু ভাবেনি। তুমি ভালোভাবেই লেখো আর খারাপভাবেই লেখো, if you are grammatically correct, what I told you, obviously you have to be grammatically correct. Being grammatically correct, if you write this in whatever way you want, if all the information are there, nobody, no examiner can deduct a single mark from you in this question. I can tell you that from my experience. এইভাবে তোমাকে চুজ করতে হবে. This is how you step by step proceed towards a marks which is more than 90% marks in English. So I hope I could explain how to choose wisely the broad answer type questions in your English examinations. Remember, you have to choose the part marked questions over the chunk answer type questions, and when you are choosing the part marked questions, you have to think which question are thematic and which question is informative. And in my opinion, it is always wise to go for the informative type questions, because it is only marks that matters in your examination. It is a one-day game or T20 game, whatever you call it, but your love is not going to be reflected here. Here marks will speak for you. You have to be calculative. So that was from today's video. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you have some other ideas, if you beg to differ from me, you can obviously write it in the comment section. And if you want to watch more contents like this, it is a good idea to subscribe. I will return with more contents like this that will benefit your needs. With that having said, let's call it a day.